he's got so much more handsome. He's really grown into a man.
Fans agree that Helena Bonham Carter is as perfect as Bellatrix Lestrange. The actress brings bold choices to the role and delivers an unforgettable performance. Today, Collider goes behind the scenes to show how Helena Bonham Carter prepared to play Bellatrix. Check it out. The part of Bellatrix Lestrange was initially offered to Helen McCrory, a different actress. However, McCrory turned it down because she was pregnant. Helena Bonham Carter was then cast as Bellatrix Lestrange, and she embraced the character from day one, as she was already a fan of the paperback series. "I love magic, I love witches, I love the whole Harry Potter world. I was all too happy to play a witch," she tells Entertainment Weekly. Things worked out perfectly for everyone in the end. Helen McCrory went on to play Narcissa Malfoy, Bellatrix's sister, and Helena Bonham Carter gave us the iconically demented Dark Witch.
Look what we have here. It's Harry Potter.
Helena Bonham Carter came on set having reread the books closely to capture her character. The star managed to bring Bellatrix's mannerisms to life so well that many fans believe her performance even outshines Bellatrix in the books. Her devotion to Voldemort is the central driving force of the character, as Bonham Carter revealed in interviews, and it's evident in the way she ogles the Dark Lord and dances in celebration of him. The closeness of her bond to her sister Narcissa also lends something authentic to the role and makes for a stunning contrast to how cold and cruel Bellatrix is to her rivals. It ultimately complicates the character, and Bonham Carter's performance drives home a central point about Bellatrix. For as cruel as she can be to her foes, the Bellatrix is breathlessly loyal to her own. As Bonham Carter says, "The Dark Witch is like a mad child." The actress had no issue putting her signature twisted spin on the part. "I think I probably made her a bit more insane and unhinged than she was meant to be," she reveals in an interview. Without question, the Bellatrix of the films comes off as far more demented and sadistically gleeful than in the books. But it is precisely Bonham Carter's non-restraint that makes her Bellatrix unforgettable. As for J.K. Rowling, the author was ecstatic with Bonham Carter's interpretation of the role.
Neville Longbottom, is it? How's Mum and Dad?
According to Bonham Carter, when it came to Bellatrix's character, there wasn't a huge amount on the page when she first received the screenplay. However, Bonham Carter found ingenious ways to improvise all the same, and director David Yates gave the actress a wide berth to do so. Co-stars Tom Felton and Jason Isaacs revealed that they never knew what the actress would come up with, but that it was nonetheless very exciting, and kept the cast and crew on their toes. "Whatever she did on that take, it doesn't mean she's going to do the same on the next," says Felton. Some of Bonham Carter's improvisations did not make the final cut, but those that did lent an anarchic quality to the character. For example, in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, Bonham Carter decided to run up and down the dining table in the Great Hall and kick objects off it. This particular improvised antic added even more dimension to Bellatrix's bone-chilling display of gleeful destruction and hatred of the Great Hall. Bonham Carter's full immersion into her improvisations makes her a fantastic Bellatrix. But in one particular moment, the actress got just a little too engrossed in the part and ended up piercing Matthew Lewis's eardrum with her wand. As Bonham Carter explains it to Screen Rant, "By mistake, I poked him in his ear. I thought I could brandish the wand like a sort of Q-tip and clean out his ear, sort of torture it. But unfortunately, he moved toward the wand as I was prodding it." Lewis was nice about the accident and didn't tell Bonham Carter how bad the injury was until days later, but all was already forgiven by that point.
Don't give it to him, Harry. Shh.
It's hard to separate Bellatrix from her half-bedraggled and half-glamorous appearance, but that was Bonham Carter's imagining of the character. Bellatrix's gnarly and rotting teeth were Bonham Carter's idea. According to the actress, Bellatrix had been in prison so long that her mouth would have rotted out. It also added an appearance of madness and terror. Her signature corset? It was also Bonham Carter's idea, as was the dark eyeliner, and the signature thick nest of hair piled high on her head. As she tells Entertainment Weekly, "I wanted her to be sexy and revolting at the same time. At one point, she might have been attractive, but no longer." Bellatrix's wig was one of the most expensive of the cast. Each wig was made from human hair and had to be knotted strand by strand. Bonham Carter also wore fake nails to give Bellatrix's hands their menacing, claw-like appearance. However, the actress is rumored to have routinely picked them off between takes and would leave them scattered around the set for the crew to find later.
He'll just slither back into his hole.
The cast of Harry Potter spent about 3 weeks in wand school, where Bonham Carter and her castmates practiced all kinds of magical moves. "We took it very, very seriously. I actually got a wand blister on the middle finger," reports the actress. The wand fighting techniques were inspired by fencing, and the moves were even given Latin names. While each actor had their own fighting style, Bonham Carter thought of Bellatrix's wand swinging to be fast and snappy like ping pong. She would even accompany her movements with clicking tongue noises. It's not all fun and laughs. It's actually quite hard work, she says. One big challenge for the actress was remembering that the wands and their magic were lethal, a difficult task when the cast swung their wands dryly on set without seeing the actual spells they were casting. So when Bonham Carter got to cast a spell as Bellatrix and set Hagrid's hut ablaze in The Half-Blood Prince, the ability to see the fruits of her magical labor with her own eyes was, according to Bonham Carter, enthralling. I actually pointed my wand and it blew up. The power, she said, before humorously adding that it reminded her of Angry Birds. A star with a sense of humor. We love it.
I wish to enter my vault.
One of Helena Bonham Carter's favorite scenes to film was the moment in Deathly Hallows Part 2, where she pretends to be Bellatrix Lestrange, who is in turn pretending to be Hermione Granger, while sneaking into Gringotts. During a 2011 press conference, Emma Watson shared that working with Bonham Carter on the scene was one of the highlights of her Harry Potter experience. And for Bonham Carter, the feeling was also mutual. Rather than put Emma Watson in a hell of a load of makeup, they just said, "Now you go act like Hermione." That was fun, because I always wanted to be Hermione, Bonham Carter told MTV News in 2010. I was looking at Dan Radcliffe and Rupert Grint, and they were treating me as if I was 17.
I don't like to be kept waiting.
But one scene chilled Bonham Carter and Watson when Bellatrix tortures Hermione and etches mudblood into her skin. Watson shared in an interview that Bonham Carter, an actress who can usually immerse herself in her dark characters, did not enjoy the torture scene and felt uncomfortable the whole time. However, even so, the idea of Bellatrix carving the hateful slur into Hermione's flesh did not come from the writer's room. It was Bonham Carter and Watson's idea to emphasize the depth of Bellatrix's hatred and cruelty.
Go to go!
Perhaps the real secret sauce to Bonham Carter's Bellatrix is playful chemistry with the rest of the cast. According to Bonham Carter, the Harry Potter cast and crew formed a uniquely nice tribe. She praises the whole filming experience, calling it fantastically well organized, and the assistant directors are simply unbelievable, the best. As for the other actors, Bonham Carter was a favorite by cast and crew alike. She formed a special bond with Daniel Radcliffe in particular. Radcliffe, at a Harry Potter reunion, admits to having had a crush on the talented actress when he was a boy. He even wrote her handwritten letter confessing as much. Years later, the two are good friends and remain in touch through text messages. "She's the best," Radcliffe tells People magazine. "We are gonna have to agree."
You filthy half-blood!
It's all right. It's just a curious lad, aren't you?
There you have it. All that went into making Helena Bonham Carter the best Bellatrix the world has ever seen. What are your favorite Bellatrix moments? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more great content.